Oh, my goodness. Man, you know what?
What?
It is hump day, but we are blessed to have a friend of the show with us today, Reed.
Yeah.
Very own Chuck Jones.
Sideline stories, Chuck
Sideline
Jones.
stories.
That's right. Chuck always give us a little that.
Yeah, we got his nose in everything.
Yeah, but I think he got a special guest on
with
today. We're talking some serious stuff today.
Yeah, I have a former NC State star, two-time NBA champion, father of three, just a all-around great guy, NC Pro-Am alum,
That's
Josh
right.
Powell on the phone.
That's right.
What's up, Josh?
What's going on? Good morning. How's everybody?
Hey,
doing?
good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Glad to have you.
Hey, man, we
Thank
really appreciate you coming
Yeah.
on this morning. Everybody in the sports world, this weekend was tough, man, and I just wanted to, we wanted to reach out to someone like you that, kind of that knew him very well and kind of go through, maybe what your thoughts was. We don't really want to make you revisit it, but I know it was, a big up and down time for you. I know your birthday was this weekend, and I know you were probably celebrating, and then, that news came across, and, just kind of see, what your mindset was, and, what did it make you think about, when you heard about that?
Well, I think for one, I think it's not only myself, but I think this is something that everybody's going to revisit. I don't think this is something that'll ever die down. It's like, Kobe was an icon. Is an icon. He's that big and had that type of impact, whether you knew him or you didn't. That was the thing about him, and how he lived his life is when you can touch people the way that you do, and people don't even know you like that, and people name their kids after you, people tattoo your face on their bodies, or represent the 8 or the 24, or buy your shoes, or just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's big in itself. So I always relive it, because shoot, when I lace them up or when I work out, I'm in a pair of Kobe Bryants. You know what I mean? Like, that's my shoe. You know what I mean? And will forever be my shoe. And especially now, I'm not going to rock anybody else's when I'm on the court.
Yeah.
So it is what it is with that, man. But as far as the news and how I felt about it, it's just shocking, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm coming off Anthony Grundy a month or so ago. That
that's
whole
right.
situation.
That's right. That's right.
That was like my big bro, like, and that happened. And then right before Grundy, a couple weeks before that, my partner Andre Emmett lost his life. So I haven't been able to honestly catch a break, to be real with you. And somebody like, Kobe, the consensus, like, across the board, is just how people look at him as like a superhuman, and how he's been able to overcome everything. And for it to happen like this is like, God, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the right words for it, man. It's messed up.
Certainly devastating news on Sunday. And now all we have is just to look at his legacy. What's something that just stands out about Kobe Bryant that you'll keep with you kind of at the forefront of your mind when you think about Kobe Bryant?
Queen, it ain't got nothing to do with basketball. It's the husband that he was. It's the father that he was.
That's right.
Those two things stick out to me the most, because I remember, when I was married and just in my relationship, the advice that I would get from him, the things that he'd been through and how he grown and matured, he gave me a lot of tutelage, like, as a husband, and then as a father, watching him with his kids and how present he was and how he showed up and he just did the best that he could do day in and day out. It was a standard set, because I've been a part of his day to day, and I've seen, not only from the basketball demands, but just business. He's a brand. So that man, his schedule would be so crazy, and the fact that he was just carve out time, whether it was to show up for a birthday party, a hug, whatever. Like, he found a way to balance it. You know what I'm saying? So knowing what he, you know, I just know how he showed up for me in moments that I had special moments, and he showed up for me. So I can only imagine, you know, aside from the things that I know, even the things that I don't know, how he showed up for his family and what he did to make sure, let them know that he was there.
Yeah, I follow you heavy on social media, and I saw, you know, you pretty much had the same reaction that I had to the, you know, to the news. You know, it made you just want to grab your kids and just tell them, you know, you love them and, you know, you're going to be there for them, because, you know, he died doing something with his daughter, you know, and that made it, that made you feel it that much more, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the other thing, you know, obviously from a basketball standpoint, what he means again to people. But it's interesting when you start seeing people, you start seeing fathers, especially black fathers, you know what I'm saying, which I feel like we don't get our due anyway. But you start seeing fathers, you know, wanting to go even harder. You start seeing husbands wanting to go even harder. Just how he made that cool.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this, for us to have somebody to see, and I'm just gonna be real. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, you know, I know Will Smith has been somebody like I follow, and I admire what Will, you know, like their whole get down, him Jada, like, I think is dope. But from a player standpoint, you know, Kobe and then LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron fathers, husbands, and he just does it on another level, and he don't get his due. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll break down and critique everything else, but it's like that man is there for his kids. He's there for his wife. He puts her on the pedestal in which a queen should be. And it's like the same thing with Kobe. You know, I've seen him in action live, how he holds Vanessa, how he, you know, would pull her chair out, or make sure, you know, if she's cold, he'll take his jacket off and place it on her shoulders. Like, just stuff that I'm like, okay, Bean, I see what you're doing. You're making it hard for me in my house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I gotta step it up, but it's like, but you can't do nothing but respect that. That's what I appreciate about him, because he's gonna raise your level as a man. He's gonna raise your level as a husband. He's gonna raise your level as a father, and he's damn sure gonna raise your level as a player. So, I mean, that's just how he was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we're talking to Josh Powell, NBA champion, two-time NBA champion, former NC State great. And Josh, you know, I think I saw a lot of videos, particularly when you guys won championships out there in L.A. Let's talk about Kobe, the guy. Let's talk about him as a player, his drive. What is it about him that's we've been hearing a lot about here recently, that he said he has a different kind of motor than most people, I would imagine, that you played with before?
So, you know, that was one of the things that made me and him close, is because we shared the motor. What separates him from everybody, though, in my opinion, you know, is his attention to detail. You know, you're talking about somebody who, the way he studies life, the game. I mean, you're talking about a guy who spoke multiple languages. I was just with Lamar this morning, and he was like, man, it's like Bean got a photographic memory. Like, he can listen to a song one time and know it word for word. Like, he just wasn't normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how he was with everything, and his preparation, and he just always seemed to be 5, 6, 10 steps ahead with everything. And he was fearless. You know what I'm saying? Like, his confidence, it was just next level. Like, he didn't care. He gonna do him. He gonna be him. And that's what he encouraged. You know what I mean? And he just had that swagger about himself.
Man, I'm sitting here and all this stuff that you're giving me is stuff that you want to give your kids. You know, you just want them to hear it, because just excellence, man. You're just giving us examples of his excellence, and I think that's what people are celebrating right now, just the excellence. And is there any story that you have from, you know, your championship run, you know, maybe something when you were down or when times got tough that, you know, he did or said to motivate you guys?
To be honest, man, half the time he didn't really have to say nothing. His presence was that strong. It was that powerful. And when he did say something, he was just like, "We're gonna be all right. We got this. I got this. Y'all just follow me."
Wow.
And it's just that simple, man. It's nothing. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's just, you know, I don't know how many of y'all are parents or whatever, but it would be no different than you telling your kid that, or if you got a friend or somebody that's close to you that looks up to you for guidance, and you know, whenever they're going through something, they always call y'all. So it's like the exact same thing.
Mm.
It's just like he comes in there, man, with his chest out, with that cape flowing, and it's just like, shit, everything gonna be okay.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh man, that's tough, man. Like I said, man, it hurt Sunday. It messed up. My day was messed up. I haven't been able to watch ESPN.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this is the first day I really listened to the show because I just couldn't take looking at it. It was just too much. It feels like it's somebody you grew up with because you just, you know, appreciate the excellence that, you know, he personified out there, man. But what are some of the things you're doing now, man? I know you life after basketball. We saw you in the Big Three. You look great out there, man. I thought you were coming back last week. I joked with you. I thought you were in China last week playing. What are some of the things you're doing right now?
Aside from the Big Three,
I know you had a sports agency, or I saw you had some players that you were working with right now.
Yeah, so aside from the Big Three, I'm doing. I actually just started a training company with myself, Deion Glover, and Andre Sandoval. So basically, we're working with kids, and we're giving them a pro experience. So it's something that's a lot different than what a lot of people are doing. I've done, or still doing, some consulting for a financial firm, and as well as having a sports agency with another Wolfpack alumni, Jamie Knox.
Okay.
And yeah, I've just been plugging away, man, and I also got to take the time to plug Next Level Boys Academy, which is a a place that I've been working with and doing some mentoring with. So just being on the ground and you know, obviously my kids come first within all of that, but I'm just making sure I'm being intentional, and then every day I wake up, you know, just making sure I live out my purpose, you know what I mean, just serve.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, man, well, we really appreciate
absolutely, we do.
Really appreciate it. I know that was, it's a tough conversation, man, being that was your friend, man, and we really appreciate you taking time this morning to come and talk to us.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, thank you, man. That was great stuff.
Yep.